So I don't care if you don't believe me. It doesn't matter to me. And I don't have to prove to you what happened to me. I know what happened to me. I don't need outside validation. That's one of the things that happens in the healing journey. But I'm highlighting your comment for a very specific reason. Yeah, there are hospital records that show, I'm sure, somewhere out there that my arms were broken. However, there's no police report attached to those hospital records because my mother silenced me because I was 5 years old and terrified of her. As far as any records within the school, there's zero. As far as police reports of a child who was constantly running away, who was on a first name basis with police officers, there's a lot of stacks of paper attached to that somewhere. Children don't run away from homes because they're upset one day. Children run away from home because we are screaming for help. And unfortunately, the people who are meant to help us oftentimes send us right back to the abuser because we can't tell them what's happening. One, it was my normal. The abuse was my normal. Two, I didn't even understand that I could tell somebody what was happening and find safety in that person. Because I felt that what my mother was doing to me as a small child was earned by me. So if I told them some of the things that my mother was doing, I was sure that they would blame me and look at me for being the horrible child that she told me I was. As far as the emotional abuse, the emotional violence, which was the bigger part of what she did to me, how exactly am I going to prove that as a child or articulate that? Where is the scar from that? Oh, I know. They're all on the inside. And that was actually more devastating than her dropping me out of a window. Then add to the fact that I was fortunate enough to live in a nice house. And we all know that children don't get abused in nice houses. That stigma that's attached to that, like we are the last ones to be believed when we report child abuse. It's a very, very tangled issue with a lot of people who are professionals and not trained enough in a way where they know how to talk to a child to gain their trust, to find out what's really happening behind the scenes.